So Jinwoo finally snagged the Demon King's purified blood. Yep, the VIP pass to crafting the elixir of life. He's hyped, pops open the crafting menu, and bam, plot twist. The success rate's tied to his intelligence stat, which, let's be real, is basically a big fat 0. This dude's brain is running on fumes, but does that stop him? Nah, against all odds, he brews sex elixirs like he's some potion-making wizard on a caffeine high. Now the big question, will this stuff actually work? Or is he about to chug some fancy Demon King cool aid for nothing? Before he can overthink it, Iron rolls up with the still warm corpse of that flying lizard from earlier. RIP you scaly freak. Jinwoo, never wanted to waste a good shadow. Yanks its soul out and boom, meet Kaizel, the wyvern who's built like a tank and screams, "I'm too cool for you." Illel, being the ultimate hype man, clowns Jinwoo for blanking on the name, so he just slaps Kaizel on it like, "Yeah, that's it, let's roll." The princess loses her mind, saying they can ride Kaizel home in style. Her dad's already prepping a 5-star banquet to flex his gratitude. But hold up mid-reward hype, Jinwoo unlocks the most busted ability yet, Shadow Exchange. This guy can swap places with any shadow in his army, no matter where they are. Sasuke's Rinnegan and Law's room are shaking in their boots. He hits Essel with the "Sorry, fam, your solo" speech. Her castle's 20 floors down, and he's not trekking that far for some overpriced appetizers. She's this close to spilling her heart, but Jinwoo's already yeeted himself via shadow swap to a sketchy back alley in his hood. And because he's allergic to low key, he summons Kaizel and flies home like a total drama king. Meanwhile, over at the Hunter Association, President Go and the inspectors are scheming hard to squash some mutant ants like, "These creepy crawlies are chatting through sound waves," so Ryuji Gu's cooking up a plan to jam their signal and make the Queen's Pass an easy target. Elsewhere, at some shady bar, Beck's drowning in cheap booze with Min Bongu, a retired S-rank healer who could regen your grandma back to life. Beck's like, "Yo, you joining the ant fight?" And Bongu's all, "Nah fam, I'm done with that Gorefest, teaching kids is my vibe now." Bake calls him a talent-wasting quitter, shrugs and bounces, knowing this ant gig might be his last hurrah. Bongu just sighs, muttering about hating blood, ironic for a healer. Right back at the hospital, Jinwoo's staring at his mom, his real-life sleeping beauty, who torched herself years ago to save him. This is the moment. He pulls out the elixir, hands shaking. What if she can't choke it down? What if it's a dud? But then he remembers the system's been clutch with miracles before, so he goes for it. She drinks, and holy plot twist, her burned scars vanish, wrinkles eat themselves, and she's legit de-aging like she's got a TikTok filter IRL. Jinwoo's holding his breath. Sunlight's creeping in, and then, boom, she opens her eyes, sits up, looking 20 years younger and fresher than ever. She's like, "Bruh, how long was I out?" When he says 4 years, she's shook. She thanks him, knowing he must have fought through absolute chaos to pull this off, and for once, Jinwoo's a sobbing mess. Next day, the docs are losing their minds. First ever recovery from eternal slumber disease. Gina rolls in, sees mom, and turns into a tear fountain. Jinwoo's grinning like, "Yeah, I did that." At the press conference, President goes on live TV hyping the ant smashing up, dropping that 10 S-rank hunters from Japan are joining the squad, while A ranks and below hold down the fort. Meanwhile, Min Bonga's nostalgia, tripping about boozy nights with Bake and some ghosted buddy. At Jinwoo's crib, his little sis turned the place into a war zone, and mom, who just woke up from a 4-year nap, is already scrubbing floors, probably regretting consciousness. She finds an old pic, remembers dad pulling the Gone for Smoke's exit, and sees Jinwoo's a hunter like him. Gina's bragging about almost being a doc when Jinwoo's phone buzzes. President Go and Guile are freaking out about Thomas Andre, America's beefiest hunter chilling in South Korea. Who knows, Jinwoo shows up, and the old man's like, 4 days till we smash ants you in. Jinwoo's torn mom's back, but leveling up's calling. Then the ground shakes like an earthquake on steroids, even President Go's shook. Turns out, all the S-ranks are duking it out at the academy, and they invite Jinwoo to watch the chaos unfold. It's a straight-up brawl, backs in tiger mode getting judo flipped, with the dude cracking jokes about his gray hair. President Go's like, "All these S-ranks in one spot. Rare AF that trimmers their flex." Jinwoo's stunned seeing Bake struggle, but Four Eyes pipes up. Bake went beast mode, that judo clown wouldn't last. Why's Bake holding back? Cause full tiger mode's so nightmare fuel even Satan would nope out, and he hates an audience. Buckle up. Core's the Japanese ranks just landed with Ryuji Gu. Akari's bugging Hanakawa like, "Yo, who's that guy?" Hanakawa's all casual, dropping, "That's Jinwoo, Korea's shiny new S rank." Guruji clocks Jinwoo too, scratching his head, thinking, "Assassin vibes now, he's too loud for that, must be a pro tier ninja or something." Hanakawa overhears and goes, "Who?" Then flexes the truth. "Nah, fam. He's a mage hunter official stamp and all." Ruji's jaw drops, yelling, "No way," while Lim2 spots Jinwoo and nudges Chaein. Ain't that the punk who tanked Minsung's Big D butt? Chaein staring at Jinwoo, thinking, "Bro, you're why the air's got that spicy tension today." Meanwhile, Kay also notices Cheyen's got that sensitive sniffer, always handkerchiefed up, and he's like, over at the brawl, Yunho and Dongwook are still slugging it out, and Hanakawa's side-eyeing Guruji, asking, "These Kuri's best kinda mid, TBH like." Then some random hunter rolls up, calling Hanakawa misinterpreter, and gets salty. "You calling our S trash, I speak Japanese, high school flex." His hype man's cheering, "Get her, boss!" And Yun spills the tea. That's Park Jang-soo A rank, Knights Guild Master top tier squad. Hanakawa's like, "Never heard of him," and Yun's fuming. Ruji cuts the tension, thanks for the hype match, then tells Hankawa, pitches this rank spar, same rules, for Korea-Japan trust. Chairman Go strolls in, sounds dope mages and non-combatants sit out, too tricky to judge. Baekyono jumps in, more rules risk grab, back hit, or knockdowns a W, full squad chaos, not 1v1s, you feel me, Hankawa translates and Ruji's pondering knockouts could flip the script, assassins might eat, but he's like, bet, let's roll. Korea's lineup S ranks back Yunho, Dongwook Cheyen, Lim 2. Japan's got Tanaka Kenzo, Hoshino Minoru Kumamoto Atsushi, and Tote Kane.
The episode kicks off with a banger, Korea vs Japan Hunter Showdown, and it's all-out war. Korea's bringing the heat with Baek Yunho, Dongwook Cha Haein, and Lim 2 facing off against Japan's crew, Tanaka Kenzo, Hoshino Minoru Kumamoto Atsushi, and Tawada Toda. These squads are locked and loaded, and it's about to get messy. Things start popping when Cha Haein accidentally goes full beast mode on Kumamoto. She's throwing punches like she's mad he stole her lunch, and this dude, not having it. He comes back swinging hard, ready to turn it into a street fight. But before it gets too wild, Jinwoo slides in like the cool kid breaking up a playground scuffle. Bam! He takes Kumamoto down with one move, no sweat. The Japanese squad's like, who's this guy? And Gu Ryuji's over there squinting, Mage Hunter. Nah, I'm not buying it, this dude's too slick. Ryuji's itching for a piece of Jinwoo, so he steps up, you and me one-on-one, let's go. Jinwoo's vibing, picking up Ryuji's test me bro, energy loud and clear, no words needed, just pure fighter talk. Jinwoo's hyped, thinking this is my shot to show off after grinding in that demon castle. He's all in but drops a rule, you better go full power man, no holding back. Ryuji's like, you mocking me, and charges in hot, swinging like a madman. Jinwoo's dodging every hit like it's a dance-off, not even breaking a sweat. Ryuji's getting salty, cranks it up and nicks Jinwoo's face. Jinwoo's like, oh you wanna play, and grabs Ryuji's hand mid-attack, locking him down. He's not trying to end it yet, just flexing a little, but Ryuji's fuming now, red-faced and ready to explode. They're both winding up for the big finish, power levels spiking, when the other hunters jump in. Chill fam, we need you alive for Jeju. The squad's pulling them apart, and the team match wraps with Japan taking the W, but Jinwoo's chilling, sizing up these S ranks in his head. They're tough, but none of them, including Ryuji, caught my shadow soldiers hiding in their shadows. Sneaky level pro. Later, he's chatting with Gunhee about joining the Jeju raid, but before we get his answer, we cut to Juhee glued to the TV, watching raid news and calling up the Sentry team like, yo, what's the plan? Meanwhile, Ryuji's back with his guild's vice boss, spilling tea. There's a Korean hunter out there who might be stronger than me, crazy, right? Vice dude, like, check this, Korea dropped the raid list and Jinwoo's not on it. Ryuji shook, what? Over with Jongin and Cha Haein, they're bummed Jinwoo's ghosting the raid, and Yunho's like, Min Byunggu's out too, where's our healer at? Still, with 15 S ranks on deck, they're feeling good, we've got this. Jinwoo though. He's kicking it at home with his fam, after years apart he's all about mom and sis time. Now over on Jeju Island, the ants are stressing. The queen's freaking out, food's low, colony's toast unless we get a champ. She's wishing hard for a super soldier and bam, a terrifying, jacked up ant pops out, all evolved and ready to roll. Word spreading about flying ants going wild and the hunters are prepping for D-Day. Cut to raid morning, hunters are swapping last-minute hype talk. Yunho's shocked, Min Byunggu's here. Gunhee's grinning, he's boosting the vibes, teams pump. Japan's squad starts baiting ants out of the den, while Korea's crew hops a plane to take down the queen. Flying ants swarm M midair, but Jongin-'s like, not today. And torches M with fire, paths clear, game on. The Japanese hunters are out there playing bait, yelling, come chase us ants. While the Korean squad sneaks into the den to smack down the queen, they've got 1 hour to get it done. The Japanese crew flips on a jamming signal to mess up the ants' phone tree, keeping the queen from calling her buddies. Jongin-'s bringing the fire, literally blocking the exit with flames, so she's trapped, no escaping today, bug lady. He spots the tunnel to her spot and shouts, this way team, let's go. Back home, Jinwoo's chilling, thinking 15 S ranks. They're good, I'm cool with fam time. Inside the den, the Korean crew's pushing hard and they stumble into this weird egg room. There's a massive egg already popped open and Yunho's like, focus up, queen's the goal. But he's nervous, what came out of that? This feels bad. Everything's clicking so far, Japanese hunters distracting, Korean squad closing in until it all flips. One of the Japanese teams runs into this new beefed-up ant and wham, it drops their S-rank healer like he's nothing. This ain't your average ant, it's the evolved monster the queen wished for and it's scary tough. The hunters are freaking, what's this thing? We kick off with a nightmare straight out of a bug horror flick. The queen ant's strongest kid, this jacked-up black ant beast, is tearing through hunters like they're made of tissue paper. Kenzo, the last man standing, pulls his sword and yells, got you. Big confidence, right? No. This ant's so fast it's a blur, and before you can say bad idea, Kenzo's head flies off like a popped balloon. The camera pans to all three Charlie guys headless, sprawled out, blood everywhere. It's a gory wake-up call. This ain't your average picnic ant. This dude's playing for keeps and the hunters are the snacks. Cut to the Korean squad where Ma Dongwook's holding the line like a brick wall with abs. He's slugging it out with a pack of ants, grunting. Each one's got S-rank strength. These bugs are no pushovers, but Ma's got their number. They're just magic beast monotonous moves, easy to read, he says, blocking claw swipes with his beefy arms like it's a warm-up. Then Cha Hae-in, our resident sword goddess, leaps over him, all grace and fury, slicing an ant clean in half. Tough exoskeletons, huh? She quips, twirling her blade like she's auditioning for a ninja movie. Ma nods, right, but lucky there aren't many, wiping sweat off his brow. Enter Min Byung Jayu, the healer who's allergic to frontlines, chiming in, no worries, I've got your backs from way back here, rest assured. Baek Yoonho, the tiger man with a smirk, can't resist. Never thought the scaredy cat would say that. Byung Jayu snaps, no sarcasm, Yoonho. These things live without heads, crush em good. Baek proves his point, stomping ant skulls into mush with a grin. Deeper in the cave, the squad's getting serious. Baek Yoonho goes full detective mode, eyes glowing as he uses his beast senses to scout ahead. Queen Ant's in the deepest spot, tons of guards, all S rank, he announces, sounding like a coach hyping up the playoffs. The decoy unit outside's holding, but we've got a tough fight ahead. Still, with this lineup, we're golden. The team's pump Choi Jong-in's like, oh, Baek can see that far, fancy. While Cha Hae-in sniffs the air, all cool and collected, big magic beast stench from that way direction's spot on. Lim T-Jayu's skeptical, are we sure this is the right path? But Choi's chill, probably. Baek rallies them with a let's go, and the squad roars back, yes. Meanwhile, the Japanese team's having a rough day. Ippei's poking around a pile of ant guts when he spots Fujishima's glasses. Yep, Charlie's gone and not on vacation. These are Fujishima, he mutters, face paling like he's seen a ghost. Then Kei, the ice mage, stumbles in, sniffing the air and gagging. What's this smell? He yells, hurling his lunch all over the ground. Gross dude. Panic sets in and he screams, unleashing a blizzard of ice powers like he's trying to freeze his fears away. Spoiler, it's not working, that foul stench. It's the Black Ants VIP invite to their funeral. These guys are toast and they don't even know it yet. Over in a nearby town, Kanny and Atsushi are throwing hands with ants like it's a Street Fighter showdown, punch, kick, repeat. Back in the cave, Baek's squad turns into Japan's hottest reality TV stars. Viewership at 80%. Time for the main event. Baek's squad storms the queen's lair, taking down her guards like pros. Cha Hae-in, a blur of steel, slicing ants with precision, / dead, while the team mops up the rest. Last guard's down, the broadcaster yells, hyping the crowd. Then it's boss time. Baek transforms, pinning the queen with raw beast strength while Ma and Choi hold her flailing limbs. Now attack, Baek roars, and Cha Hae-in leaps up, sword gleaming, I'm going up. And bam. One clean swing and the queen's head rolls. The squad erupts. It's done, we did it. Choi's all smug. With her dead, the ants'll fizzle out in a year. Jeju's ours again. Cue high fives and victory grins until the universe says, hold my beer. Just as they're basking in glory, the ground shakes, ants are flooding back to the nest. Choi's fancy flame prison, shattered like cheap glass. The interference waves useless, someone yell. As the swarm pours in. Cha Hae-in's sharp, the queen's scream called them back, but the party's crashed by the queen ant's strongest child, a hulking black ant with a serious attitude problem. This dude strolls in like he owns the place, spots the queen's corpse and goes full Hannibal Lecter, chowing down on her like it's Thanksgiving leftovers. Mom's power tastes good, he might as well say, flexing his newly juiced up muscles. Then he turns to Baek's crew and it's game on. Then this little terror takes on Hae-in and the gang, knocking them out one by one like they're pins in a bowling alley. Dongwook steps up to brawl with the kid, casually mentioning, oh don't worry, Byung-gu got our healing covered. Spoiler alert, the kid smacks Dongwook around and then yeets Byung-gu into the next life. Whoops. Next, the child grabs Baek by the throat, doing his best villain impression. Tell me where your king is or it's nap time forever. But then, like a squirrel spotting a shinier nut, the kid senses a bigger threat and ditches Baek to go chase it. Baek, coughing and confused, mutters, bet he's after Godu. Plot twist, he's wrong, more ants are RSVPing to crash his group's party. Meanwhile, Godu's squad is wandering around like they missed the GPS memo. Over with Godu, Ishida's like, boss, I can't get Charlie or Delta on the line, did they ghost us? Godu dials up Kanny, who's also like, yeah, no clue where those guys are. Godu, ever the optimist, says, cool, we'll just link up at the rendezvous point, don't be late. Then whoops, they trip over someone's leftovers, gross. Godu phones home to Chairman Matsumoto with a Jeju Island update. Yeah, the other team's toast, but we're looking good. Matsumoto's practically doing a victory dance, thinking, sweet, our country gets the bragging rights for taming this S-rank gate. He tells his hunters to pack up and meet the second strike force at the fleet, time to bounce. But hold up, the Queen Ant's VIP kid shows up and poor Ishida gets the short end of the stick, and by stick I mean death. Godu, unfazed, tells his buddy take Bravo, head to sea and get ready for round 2, chop chop. The ally sails off, probably wondering why he signed up for this. Then Godu, feeling extra regal, declares to the kid, I'm everyone's king, bow down. The kid's like, nah, and blasts him with a Jinwoo-level magic vibe, yikes. Meanwhile, Beak's crew is getting swarmed by ants like it's a bad picnic. Choi's throwing fireballs left and right, but he's running out of steam. Someone get this man a coffee. Just when it looks like game over, Jinwoo's shadow soldiers swoop in like the coolest backup ever, holding the ants at bay. Cut to Jinwoo brooding on a rooftop like a dramatic anime protagonist, dropping a mic with one word, exchange. Cue the credits and us all yelling, what's next?
Cameraman's front and center, ants closing in faster than Black Friday shoppers on APS 5 drop. Bro's got his head down, lost in some sad boy hours, muttering, man, last thing I told Pops was you eat yet. Should've hit him with the love you fam instead. He's closing his eyes, ready to catch these ant claws like it's game over, when boom, a shadow soldier pulls up with a sword, slicing through two ants like they're butter on a hot knife. Bro's like, hold up, am I saved or just tripping? Cut to the broadcast station, shout out to the suits losing their minds, the head honcho's pacing like he just saw his crypto crash, screaming, how's one ant clapping our whole squad? This ain't even Pokemon logic, as some staff dudes like, boss. The phone lines are frying, viewers are spamming us like it's a Twitch raid. The head's cold as ice though, muttering what they want us to air, these hunters getting shredded on live TV. We're cooked fam, it's GG. But then plot twist, a staffer yells, yo, someone's on the scene. The head spins around, say what? They point at the screen, and when he peeps it, he's hollering, sweet mother of Marvel, get the live feed ready now. One dude's hesitant. No delay means no edit if this goes south. But the head's like, we already hit rock bottom, full send. We're live. No cap, screen flashes Jinwoo. And the head's thinking, this dude's our last lifeline, don't fumble. King back in the tunnel, Jinwoo rolls up with that Demon Slayer aura, shadow exchange popping off like he just hit the Fortnite teleport pad. His whole shadow squad's with him, generals and all flexing auras, so thick you'd cut it with a butter knife. He hollers at Iron, yo, hit him with the provocation roar. Iron lets out a bellow so nasty it's pulling every ant in the zip code like moths to a flame. Jinwoo taps him, good work, my guy, then whips out the Demon King's daggers straight from the Baron fight in the Demon Castle. These bad boys, plus 220 attack stats, plus extra juice depending on how swole the caster is. In a blink, Jinwoo's slicing ants like he's speedrunning Fruit Ninja, while Tusk drops a magic shield on the wounded S ranks like a league support main. Dongwook's over here, dazed like, yo, who's clapping these ants? Yunho's locked in. Chill as hell fam. We're good, Jinwoo's got this on lock. They're watching this man dismantle ants like it's a Call of Duty montage. One charges, but Igris smashes it into the dirt with one hand, then flexes like, next caller, two more sneak from behind. But Igris spins, slices him in half like a Street Fighter combo. Tank's out here munching an ant like it's a late-night snack, and Iron's piling bodies like he's grinding XP. Jinwoo scans the carnage, smirks, and drops the mic time to level up a rise. The dead ants start twitching, rising as his shadow soldiers bros farming aura harder than a tag glitch. The cameraman's jaws on the floor like, what in the Stranger Things is this? Back at the station, they're screaming into the mic. Yo, cameraman, what's the whole country's watching? He's just stuttering. I don't even know. Fam, the ants are beefing each other now. Meanwhile, Jinwoo strolls up to the S ranks, pulls out a potion bottle like it's a Skyrim inventory flex and says, drink this, I'll spill the deets later. They chug it, Wound's healing faster than a Wolverine cutscene, strength back like they just popped a Red Bull. Dongwook's like, yo, Wisehane's still out. Jinwoo's all, she took an L too big, my kit can't fix that. He's staring at her, thinking she's fading, quick time to bounce. He tells Dongwook, we're out of here before more ants pull up, and Dongwook's like, bet, let's roll, but hold up, Jinwoo clocks something in the corner. That big bad ant from earlier. It's back, dark energy radiating like it's about to drop a SoundCloud beat. It starts talking, your king ain't outside, he wasn't it. Got another one you call king. Yunho's shook, muttering, did this dude clap Guroji too? Dongwook's cursing like, this thing's a walking war crime. Jinwoo feels the vibe shift, tells Dongwook, handle the squad, I got this. Dongwook's yelling, Jinwoo, you sure? But Jinwoo's locked in, thinking, this ant's why I couldn't ping Ruji's shadow game on. The ant steps up, aura clashing with Jinwoo's like it's Dragon Ball Z standoff powers. It hits him with, you the king of humans. Jinwoo just smirks, a talking bug. That's wild. Chapter ends with these two face to face. Auras popping off like fireworks, ready to throw hands like it's Street Fighter 6 ranked mode. Y'all, we're deep in the tunnels, and it's go time. Jinwoo's locking eyes with this ant beast, staring it down like it just cut him in line at Pope's. He's feeling Guruji's aura Vibin in his soul, like some Dragon Ball Z power-up Echo, and this ant's like, yo, you got a menacing drip, fam, then boom, it lets out a roar so nasty it's shaking the whole spot like a subwoofer at a car meet. Shockwaves hitting hard, but Jinwoo, bro's just standing there, smirking like he's about to drop a no cap and flex on this bug. Now you actin' like a real insect, huh? He says, cool as hell. Rewind 5 minutes, seals getting drenched, rain pouring like it's trying to set a new Practor Hunters, Jewy and Missar. Song are glued to a phone screen flashing broadcast unavailable, looking like they just lost their Fortnite due. Songs like, what happened to the squad? While Ju's over here, what even was that ant bro? Meanwhile, Jang Soo and Yoon are straight up shook. Jang's yelling, what the hell? Like he just saw a plot twist in Attack on Titan. And Yun's all, yo, what's poppin'? Then the broadcast hits M with the somber vibe Hunter Min Banga's toast. Camera pans to Minong on the main island, jaw dropped like he's buffering all, while the report keeps piling on the Lels Hunters trapped, fate T. Over at Fame Guild and White Tiger Guild, the Vice Master and crew are watching, faces screaming we're cooked. But then new intel drops, unknown hunter on the scene, broadcast flickers back on, and White Tiger's like, no freaking way, jaws hitting the floor like it's a Marvel reveal. Cut to Japan, some dudes replaying Ruji's last flex. This ents got aura for days, Ruji said, then hit the beast with, yeah, I'm the king, what's good? Sugimoto's like, that's the last we heard from bro, while Matsumoto Shigo, the big boss of Japan's hunter game, chomps his sig, stunned. Sugimoto's at the radar. Yo, Mr. Matsumoto, that ant's back in the queen's crib. Matsumoto's like, South Korea still kicking. Sugimoto nods yup, and we're picking up extra mana signals, something's wildin'. Out there, Matsumoto's hyped. Turn on the damn TV. I need the live feed now at Jinwoo's crib. Gina hears some weird thumping, like someone smacking a punching bag. She's like, Mom, what's that? Mom's all, sorry kid. TV crapped out, then asks, where's Jinwoo? Said he'd be quick. Gina bolts to her room, flips open her phone, and bam, she's shooketh, eyes like she just saw a TikTok plot twist. Meanwhile, Chairman goes so juiced watching the live feed, he snaps his chair handle like it's a glow stick, yelling, that's my boy Sung Jinwoo. Doc next to him's like, chill fam, your heart back in the tunnels Jinwoo. And this ant are squared up, aura so thick it's like a Naruto standoff. The ant swings a punch at Jinwoo's face, hard enough to crater the ground like it's Street Fighter stage damage. Rocks are flying, shockwave hits Jongin and Yunho, they're gawking like what? Jongin's muttering, Mage Huan, don't get in melee range bro, while Yunho's like, did Jinwoo just eat that L? Dust clears and the ant's yapping, you weak, you ain't no king, but hold up, it shuts up real quick. Jinwoo's standing there unbothered, spitting blood like it's a casual Tuesday, eyes glowing like he's about to go Super Saiyan. Bro flicks on Commander's touch, hands glowing with aura so nasty the ant's knees buckle like it just got hit with a Kamehameha. Before it can blink, Jinwoo smashes a punch into its dome boom, shockwave yeets it into the wall like it's a Wii finisher. Dongwook's watching, voice cracking, Yunho Jong in, y'all sure this dude's a mage? Yunho's shook, I knew he was cracked. The ant's back up, roaring like it's pissed. Charging Jinwoo again, he's eyeing its exoskeleton thinking this tanky bug's annoying as hell, then pops Commander's touch again, and swings. Jinwoo parries with his arm, shockwave ripples like a Call of Duty killstreak, then counters with a fist to its gut, and fires back, aiming for his face, but Jinwoo's like, now, and smashes its head so hard the exoskeleton's cracking like a bad phone screen. Mana waves are surging, clashing like it's Bleach Final Arc vibes. The cameraman's wobbling, I'm a rank, but these waves got me shook, I can barely stand. Ant's exoskeleton's splintering, and it's staring at Jinwoo, baffled. How's this dude out muscling me? Making Jinwoo's aura's glowing like he's about to drop the ultimate flex. He's winding up, ready to clap this bug, and the ant's last words slip out. Pure panic, who the hell is this guy? Yo, if y'all felt that heat, smash that like, sub up.
We're kicking off this episode deep in the ant tunnels where Jinwoo's just pulled off some next-level necromancy, extracting Bangu's body like he's a wizard in a damn RPG. Jongin's over there side-eyeing Jinwoo like, bruh, you really out here harnessing the dead? What's good with that power? Dongwook chimes in, fam, this dude ain't no ordinary summoner, Jinwoo's built different, no cap. Suddenly, Bangu's shadow starts moving. Yep, you heard that right, bro's silhouette, creeping over to Hien and casting a healing spell on her like it's some Final Fantasy clutch moment. Yunho's witnessing this, hand on Jinwoo's shoulder like, hold up, is Bangu out here healing Hien right now? Jinwoo's chill as hell, yeah, fam, I can tell what kind of dude Bangu is. I ain't even dropped no orders yet, and he's already patching Hien up. Man's got a warm heart, no lie. Bangu's shadow, over there smiling like he's about to drop a wholesome TikTok edit, straight vibes. Yunho closes his eyes, all deep and philosophical. This shadow ain't really Bangu no more though. Jinwoo nods, facts. The cameraman's watching this whole summoning flex, jaw on the floor, realizing why Jinwoo told him to kill the footage. Yo, the public can't peep this is too wild. He's thinking. Jongin's clocking the battle, reflecting like, Jinwoo's power keeps leveling up, it's scary as hell fam. Yunho turns to Jinwoo, bro, you're probably gonna be in way more fights from now on. Bangu's heal bot vibes could be clutch, but real talk, don't use him in battle again. Dude hated violence. Jinwoo stops, brushes Yunho's hand off his shoulder. This the second time you grabbed me, fam, but this one's different. You hit me with that heartfelt, all smiles, and he's vibbing with Yunho's words, steps up to Bangu's shadow and drops, terminate extraction. Bangu's shadow gives him this gentle look, straight Pixar vibes, while Yunho's watching, relieved as hell. The shadow dips out, poof, gone, and the other hunters are just staring like they're saying goodbye to an OG. Yunho, like, yo, Jinwoo, thanks for that call, fam. I'm crying, this is some emotional right here. Scene shifts outside. The tunnel chopper pulls up like it's a VIP Uber for the S-rank squad. Yunho's hauling Bangu's body, Dongwook's got a recovering Hien on his shoulder, and they're all strolling out with the cameraman trailing like he's filming a BTS doc. Jinwoo hits Yunho with, yo, I must stay back for a bit, got some unfinished business to handle. Yunho, like, bet raid ain't over yet, especially with all them flying ants buzzing overhead like a damn drone swarm. Jinwoo's all, I got you, all clear the path and clap the rest of these ants. Then boom, he summons his shadow Kaisel, and fam, this thing's massive. See you later, he tells Yunho, who shook as hell at the size of this shadow beast. Kaisel lets out a roar that's got more bass than a Travis Scott beat, and they blast off toward the ants like some How to Train Your Dragon. Yunho, just standing there, jaw dropped, like, this dude's aura is unreal. Now we're cutting to a ship hauling the last of the Japanese hunters Sugimoto's posted up, but Hino's still in shock, looking like he just saw a ghost after that jacked ant smoked Ryuji and the squad. That thing's a monster, fam, Hino's ranting. Y'all won't get it till you see this beast IRL, it's game over. No hunters clapping that. Sugimoto, like, chill bro, raid on Jeju Island's already wrapped, and that beast, Donizo. Hino shook, say what? Sugimoto's all calm, word from South Korean HQ, it's legit, fam. He's staring off into the distance, flashbacking to his last convo with Ryuji, who was hyping up some dude named Sung Jin-woo like, this guy's cracked, watch out. Suddenly, a crew member yells, yo, the ants are dipping. Sugimoto, like, hold up, we still got some stragglers, lock in, fam. He's barking orders, all units prep for battle. Multiple ships are gearing up. Cannons ready to blast these leftover ants like it's a Call of Duty killstreak, straight chaos vibes. Back inside the tunnel, Jinwoo's shadow army is going stupid, clearing out ants like it's a speedrun. His squad's yeeting fireballs at unhatched ant eggs, turning M into scrambled nothing. Jinwoo's over there grinning, what a lucky bonus, fam. He's racking up XP from these unborn bugs like he's farming in World of Warcraft. Dude checks his inventory, man, I gotta organize this one day, look at this mess. Then he spots something he forgot about, a massive blade, the Demon King's longsword, snagged after clapping Baron. This thing's got plus 350 attack stats, and a second effect called Storm of White Flames summons a mini lightning storm wherever you point it. Jinwoo's like, alright, let's test this bad boy out. He swings it, and bam, lightning storms crash down, frying ant eggs like they're in a Tesla coil gone rogue. I'm crying T. His dude out here flexing like Thor on a budget, aura so thick you could cut it with a butter knife. Scene flips quick to a crib where two dudes are glued to a live broadcast of the raid. One standing, hitting the other with, yo, Mr. Brennan, what you think of Jinwoo? Mr. Brennan, big shot director of the Federal Bureau of Hunters, Lane's back. Fam, I've been glued to these vids, didn't even clock how late it got. He turns to the standing dude, Michael Connor. You already know my take, bro, ain't that why you rolled up to my spot at this ungodly hour? Michael's hyped, laying it out. Jinwoo's out here summoning hundreds of beasts. Fam, he's one of a kind, no cap. Letting that kind of talent rot in South Korea, that's a crime place is too small for a dude this cracked. Mr. Brennan's nodding, facts, then hits him with, what else you got on this Geno cat? Michael slaps a file on the table like it's a mic drop. Check this info on an explosion at the Bureau a few months back, the Il Hwan incident. He breaks it down. Il Hwan got nabbed alive in an Arank gate on the East Coast by some Arank hunter named James. At first, they couldn't tell if dude was human or a magic beast, wild, right? Il Hwan's like, nah, I'm a hunter from South Korea. Bureau's got a file on him, and get this, turns out he's Sung Jin-woo's pops. Michael's scheming, bruh, now's the time, Jin-woo's name ain't hit the international stage yet. Mr. Brennan pauses, then drops, we can't pull the same we did with Hong Dong-gu. South Korea's been our homie for years. Snatching another S rank, that's a straight slap in the face. Michael's pressing, but ain't Jinwoo worth the risk? Mr. Brennan's replaying the footage of Jinwoo's strength in his head, then hits Michael with, you sure you can handle this? Michael's all cocky, fam, I'm giving it my best shot, watch me cook. Back in the tunnel, Jinwoo's system pings him, boom, level up. He hits level 100, clutching that longsword like, finally fam, I made it. He's keeping that blade, no question, too much drip to stash it now. Jinwoo strolls up to the body of that jacked ant beast, the one that's been a total pain in the, and muses, this dude's unusually troublesome, built different. He's ready to flex, prepping to extract its shadow, arise. But then hold up, everything goes dark and he's like, yo, why don't I feel? He's second guessing, did I mess up the extraction, did it flop? Then a voice cuts through from behind, I'm back. Jinwoo whips around, system notification pops up, extraction successful. The ant beast's shadow looms up in front of him, and for a sec Jinwoo thought he'd fumbled the bag. But now he's grinning now, facing this beast like, we good. The shadow's aura is thick as hell, kneeling before him, system confirms it. General rank. Jinwoo's out here collecting shadows like Pokemon cards, fam, this ant's a straight up tank. Jinwoo's just flexed that shadow extraction on the ant beast, and bro's staring at this jacked up shadow like, hold up, what's this rank? He clocks its general rank, never seen that before. Up till now, his shadow squad's been rocking standard, elite knight, and elite vibes, so Jinwoo's brain's ticking. Yo, general's gotta be the next tier up, this ant beast, shadow's the strongest soldier I've pulled yet. But even with that heat, he ain't phased, makes sense, cause this thing was a menace when it was still kicking. Next up, Jin Woo's like, time to snag the Ant Queen's shadow, but before he can get it poppin', the Ant Beast shadow pipes up, my king, gimme a name. Jin Woo's thinking, this loyalty again same vibe as my other shadows, unconditional as hell. He hits the ant with, yo, how you even talking right now? Ant Beast's like, always could fam. Jin Woo sus, wait, you mean you could talk before I smoked you? His mind's racing, flashes back to Iron, human once but mute as a shadow, then Min Bangu and Tusk, same deal. Hold up, he realizes, it's the rank higher tiers like this dude might keep their voice. He stares the ant down, I'm the one who clapped, you still wanna roll with me. Ant Beast, all now you didn't kill me, you rebirthed me, master. Happiness is overflowing, fam, I'm riding with you till the end of time. It's kneeling, dropping my king on repeat like a hype man at a concert, begging for a name. Jin Woo's pondering, naming it ant or bug feels whack, needs something with drip. Then boom, he remembers this novel The Ants by some author and he's like, alright, you're Baru now. Baru's hyped, thanks king. System pings, registers the name official. Jin Woo rolls back to the Ant Queen, drops a rise. Boom, her shadows extracted, no sweat. But the second it pops off, the other ant shadows he's got start tweaking. Jin Woo's like, yo, my bond with these dudes just dipped, what's good? He hits Baru with, explain this. Baru's like, Queen had that colony control juice while she was alive, she owned these ants. Now she's a shadow, it's messing with the vibe. Jin Woo's half shook, so she was the big boss and her death's got M losing it. He's puzzled though, why's her mana so trash for her rank? Baru breaks it down, she was all about popping out babies, used her mana for that. No body, no babies, no juice. Jin Woo's like, alright, she's a benchwarmer not built for the fight. He shuts it down, terminate extraction, no need for two commanders stepping on each other's toes. He turns to his shadow squad. Yo, no more essence stone hunting, these crystals are for rebuilding Jeju Island and paying for the mess we made. Don't pocket, fam, drop M. They obey, tossing stones like they're hot potatoes. Jin Woo's reflecting, Baru's black stones more than enough, no cap. He's staring at that shiny rock, mind racing. Biggest headache now is these leftover ants, can my crew wipe them out? Before he can finish, Baru cuts in, fam, the enemies are lost up there, no leader, no formation, just chaos. Jin Woo's like, how many still kicking? Baru got the stats, 8,700 before today, about 4,000 left now. Jin Woo shook, thought I smoked em all earlier, still got a gang out there. He hits Baru with, you think you can solo these clowns? Baru's aura flares up, give me the order, master, I'm built for this. Bro's radiating heat like he's about to drop a LeBron dunk. Scene flips to the defense team Knights Guild led by Jiangsu and Yun, posted up like they're holding the line in a Fortnite endgame. Jiangsu spots the incoming ants, yelling, lock in fam, battle stations. Destroyers start blasting projectiles, mages yeeting energy blasts, joint assaults going ham on these ants. Cut to Jinna, she's hollering, ants are heading north about to smash into the Knights Guild head-on. Kian, Hunter's Guild boss, barks, prep up, squad, here comes the swarm. But then Minang's over there trembling like he's about to drop his controller mid-match, all shaky, and another guild member peeps it, thinking, bruh, Minang's A rank, but a total wash, how we gonna scrap with these beasts when he's folding like this? Scene flips to Jui and Mr. Song, posted up where the ants are hitting the shores of Hondi. Jui's stressing, fam, are we even strong enough to throw down with these creeps? Right then boom, a blur of a beast zips in, slashing through the ants like it's a John Wick montage, bodies dropping in one hit. Jui's shook, yo, Mr. Song, what kind of beast is that? Mr. Song's just as gagged, what the, that speed's insane, I can't even clock it. Spoiler alert, it's Jin Woo's Shadow General, Baru, leaving a trail of ant corpses like he's farming kills in Call of Duty. The hunters are standing there dumbfounded like, who's this dude, what's his at? Map pops up, South Korea's lit up, showing every guild spot. 2 days deep into this ant extermination, they've even hit Chinese waters, now ships lined up along the coast, ready to blast. Captain's up top, rubbing his eyes, no way these ants already made it to China, fam, we ain't slept in 48 hours. Crew member pipes up, second wave's in range, locked and loaded. Another dude, like orders to fire incoming, but the captain cuts him off, hold up fam, our hero's stepping up solo. Camera pans to this dude with 2 swords strapped to his back, posted on a swarm of ants like he's about to drop a cinematic. They just keep coming, he growls, then flexes. I'm sinking every last one of these clowns to the ocean floor. Auras popping off like a Drake concert, swords unsheathed. Eighth slash, a massive wave crashes through the ants, explosions popping off left and right, obliterating M. Dude scoffs, these ants are weak AF, if this was the same one that scrapped with Sung Jin Woo I'd have had a blast. He sheathes his blades, what a shame, as ant cores rain into the sea like confetti. Cut to the US, some chicks grilling a dude across from her. What's your take on Jin Woo? They're glued to the battle on a screen. She drops, Mr. Hong and Sung Jin Woo, tied by some old word is Hong's big bro might have got clapped by Jin Woo and now Hong's out for blood. The dude Thomas Andre, guild master of Scavenger Guild, leans back. That's all their vibe boils down to, huh? He sighs, after all this mess, linking up with Jin Woo's gonna be a hassle, shame, cause I was hyped to meet the dude IRL. Thomas Andre's a national level hunter, fam, Scavenger Guild stacked with S ranks, dispatching M worldwide to clap gates local guilds can't handle. Hang Dansu, one of his crew, rolls with that squad too. The woman Laura hits Thomas with, what if you and Jin Woo scrapped? Thomas gets dark, voice low, Hong's Scavenger Guild property and this guild mine. Nobody messes with mine, not even the US government. He crushes the remote in his hand, straight menace vibes. Back on Jeju Island, Knights Guild's gearing up for Night 3 led by Guild Master Jiangsu. Soldiers and hunters are posted, scooping essence stones and holding the line in case pops off again. They roll into a tunnel. Jiangsu's puffing a cig, spinning a yarn. Let me tell y'all about this dude with zero luck. Yun's like, huh, sorry. Jiangsu keeps it rolling. Bro always pushed to be the best, dreamed of gold medals, trained like a beast, ate clean, passed the doping tests, had it all. Jiangsu's still spinning his tail, puffing that cig like he's in a noir flick. Dude was in peak shape, he says, good vibes, dreaming big the night before, top condition, no cap. But then boom, manometer eval hits and they clock him as an awakened being. Olympics, disqualified fam. Yun's like, oh this you Jiangsu, as bros tearing up, all nostalgic. Was his lifelong dream, Jiangsu sniffles, but after he dropped it, he found a new hustle, swore he'd build the dopest guild in the country. Yun's hyped, yo, you're an inspiration fam. One of the female guild members cuts in, I don't litter though, as Jiangsu flicks his cig to the ground, straight savage vibes. They're strolling through the tunnel and bam, top-tier essence stones glisten in the dark. Jiangsu's eyes light up, with these making the best guild in the country's gonna be, but before he can finish, a female hunter's like, yo, no embezzling fam, keep it clean. Yun's drooling over the stones, barely holding it together, all hyped. They keep pushing, feeling cocky, areas clear, no mana pinging, so they're chilling, thinking they're golden. Then out of nowhere an ant peeks from a shadowy corner. Jiangsu's blade flashes, heads off in one swipe. Oops, one was hiding sneaky, he's brushing it off. No stress fam, just a few stragglers left, we got this. But Yun's yelling, Jiangsu, bro doesn't even turn. Soldiers perk up, who's there? A jacked figure rolls up, rocking animal hide armor, aura so thick it's choking the air, straight beast mode. Jiangsu squints, only soldiers and association cats should be here, who you? Hunters are whispering, is this dude even human? Female hunter, like, hold fire, he ain't a magic beast. Jiangsu steps up, you're trespassing fam, restricted zone, bounce or we're blasting. The figure just stares, yellow eyes glowing, sharp teeth flashing, spitting some wild guttural language. Jiangsu shook, what the is that beast talk? Fear, creeping up his face, then snap. Fingers click and every hunter and soldier in the tunnel drops out cold. Beast dude turns to his buddy, a white-haired, blue-skinned cat who snapped, yo, what you doing? White hairs chill, no need for a ruckus, just put M to sleep fam, temporary nap. They chop it up, white hairs like, you scope the spot. Beast dude nods, yeah, it's his power no doubt. White hairs puzzled, weird he's out here helping these humans. Beast dude shrugs, who knows what's cooking in that head, you wanna know, go ask him yourself. He sniffs the air, place stinks of rotting ants, imagine if she saw this, she'd lose her. White hairs like, hunt, still on nothing's changing. Beast dude's cool with it as white hair whips up a blue gate, dungeon style. One of M's here, Beast dude says, white hairs like, here South Korea, Beast dude's itching, let's clap M before we dip. But white hairs nah, leave it in his hands. Beast dude sus, you dodging cause you don't want to get tangled up. White hair steps into the gate, think what you want fam, and poof it's gone. Beast dude mutters, coward, staring down Jiangsu. No point stirring more, he growls S. Lashing the air, red gate pops up, and he's out, vanishing like a ghost. That's a wrap on the Jeju Island arc fam, now we're sliding into the recruitment arc, 14th story arc of solo leveling. Min Byung Jayu's funeral going down, and Jin Woo's about to cross paths with Norma Selner, an upgrader rolling with the American government shit, about to get spicy. Cameras snapping like crazy as Sung Jin Woo rolls up to the funeral for the Jeju Island raid fallen, rocking a sharp black suit and clutching a flower like he's about to drop a somber flex. This raid's blown up nationwide, everybody's buzzing, cause it gave the public a front row seat to Jin Woo going ham as an S-rank hunter. Online's popping off, comments are wild. Some dudes like, I thought summoning that many beasts was straight cap impossible. Another's hyping, watching him clap them ants cured my cancer fam. One hits deep, lost my folks in the Jeju raid, but Jin Woo will never peep this post. Debates are raging, some say he's national level hunter material, others ain't sold. Nah, he's not there yet. Still, most are like, bro was unreal out there, no cap. Folks are scratching their heads, how's an E-rank scrub turn into this? Theories flying, second awakening bet. But his identity protections kept the full T locked down. Country glued to the raid's W and Jin Woo's the star of the show. Praise is pouring in, but there's shade too, some salty comments like, if Sung Jin Woo joined from jump, maybe Min Byung Jae wouldn't be toast. Others are speculating why he dip in halfway, could have cut the body count if he'd been there day one. Most got his back, but a few nod at the critics. Yeah, the losses sting facts. Jin Woo's in the spotlight, laying a flower at Min Byung Jae's memorial, straight feels fam. Scene flips, Jin Woo's posted up in front of Byung Jae's photo, fam and friends of the fallen circling round. Baek Yoonho, Byung Jae's ride or die, locks eyes with him and steps up. Always thought one hero couldn't end a war solo, Yoonho says, but after this I'm rethinking that might have been dead wrong. He hits Jin Woo with, chin up, Mr. S, you stopped this tragedy. Thanks fam, tears streaming down his face like he's in a K-drama. As Jin Woo peels off, he catches Hien peeping eyes lock for a sec. She turns away quick, blushing like she just got caught simping. Jin Woo's like, what's her deal? All confused, then shifts back to the graves, mind heavy. Stats drop 48,100 peeps, 727 awakened civilians in the 5th Jeju raid. Losses, 64 awakened, 32 civies grim, but the lowest death toll of all 5 tries. Still a W though. Cut to Jin Woo and Chairman Go chopping it up. Go like you forming your own guild fam, he lays it out. Certified S ranks don't need no guild master license, just hit up the association with a call. Jinwoo's like bet thinking gotta scope what perks I'm snagging as an S rank while I'm at it. Then Go drops a curveball, you cast some barrier on Jeju Island. Jinwoo's shook, say what? Go breaks it down, soldiers and hunters a rank B rank, even knights guild cats sent to clean up ant bodies and grab essence stones, they all blacked out. He's sus you do that without knowing. Jinwoo's like nah fam ain't me, Go nods, alright didn't think so. Jinwoo's curious what they say about it, Go like nada they got zero clue what went down. Chairman Go rubbing his head all stumped, no clue what hit him before they blacked out magic spell or nah who knows. Jinwoo's quiet but his brain's buzzing, did them ants drop some sneaky trap or what? Right then an association cat rolls up to Chairman Go. Go pops up, yo Jinwoo I gotta bounce guest showed up early. Thanks for chopping it up fam. Jinwoo's chill no biggie. He's thinking time to dip too and heads to his whip. Just as he's about to pop the door some dude slides up, excuse me you sung Jinwoo. Bro introduces himself, name Adam White, senior official from the Federal Bureau of Hunters, handing Jinwoo a slick business card. Pleasure to meet you Mr. S call me Adam fam. Adam's all apologies, sorry for popping up out of nowhere been a ghost to track down, even swung by your office no dice. Jinwoo's clocking it, this the guy Jinho was yapping about. He hits Adam with what's your business fam? Adam like got some intel to drop on you. Jinwoo's intrigued, what kinda intel? Adam leans in, stuff no country or crew in the world could cough up except us. Jinwoo sus why you sharing with me? Adam smooth, we get a kickback from dropping knowledge on special cats like you. He adds, was gonna hit you up for something else but after that Jeju Island madness our deputy director's dying to meet you IRL. Unprecedented car nearby if you're down. Jinwoo's hooked information He hops in his ride mind racing, can I trust this they're trying to spill? He tells Adam, let me sleep. On it hitting you later. Adam grins, my bad fam forgot you don't show a good hand till the deal's locked, then drops an upgrader. Jinwoo's shook, what? Adam breaks it down, awakened being that juices up other awakened folks heard of him. Scene flips there pulling up to a building in a car. Adam, like, meet Michael Connor, Deputy Director of the Federal Bureau of Hunters. Michael's all smiles, shaking Jinwoo's hand, pleasure fam. Adam's playing interpreter as Michael cuts straight to it, sliding a fat stack of immigration papers across the table. Usually takes 1 to 2 years to process, but for you, say the word and you're an American citizen in a hot sec. Jinwoo's not playing, I'm here cause Mr. White said you got intel an awakened being who can boost powers and upgrader. Can a hunter's skills really level up like that? Michael's grinning, real talk the one with that juice is right here. He nods to the back, yo, tell Miss Selner to step in. Enter Norma Selner, the upgrader Michael's hyping her, only cat in the world who can crank up awakened powers. Jinwoo's scoping her out thinking she's a whole different breed of awakened wild. Michael nudges her, break it down for Jinwoo what you got. Norma steps up, look Mr. Sung, I get it you're probably side-eyeing this, everyone does it first, but once you feel my power you'll be begging for seconds. Michael's like, yo Miss Selner chill, as she closes in on Jinwoo. She keeps it real, you might already know every awaken's got a ceiling to there. Miss Selner's laying it out for Jinwoo, strength's got a cap fam, every awaken's rank is locked unless they hit that second awakening. Hunter 101 you feel me? Jinwoo's like, but you can flip that script. She nods, yup, spills the tea, I've got this power 3 stages bam, I can bust through your limits. Call it forced reawakening or whatever, it's about unlocking your real juice. Mr. Connor's backing her up, all facts fam. But he drops, thing is, she's gotta crash hard after each go only 3 or 4 cats a year get the glow up. Jinwoo's mind's racing. If this is legit, I'm snagging one of them slots her powers wild as. He hits her with how good's this process though. Miss Selner's like, depends on the vibe, but after all 3 stages, you're looking at a 20-30% strength boost. Jinwoo's jaw drops 20-30%, that's straight bonkers, he's connecting dots, no wonder Hong Dong-soo yeeted to America despite all that hate who's passing on this. He's hyped, any hunter'd bite at this chance. Then he's sus, what if word gets out about her? Mr. Connor's smooth, that's why she's with us top-tier protection, fat paycheck, and in return she juices up our hand-picked hunters. He's all formal, meet Miss Selner, Jinwoo her power's your gift. Jinwoo's still side-eyeing, you mean an offer right, Connor? Like nah fam join the Federal Bureau and your top dog. Best perks, guild hookups, sweetest contracts your call. Miss Selner slides a plate across, no rush fam just easing you in. Jinwoo's like, say what? She doubles down, like we said a gift. Mr. Connor's pushing, let me lift your limits what you say. Jinwoo's blank, for free, Connor's all, think of it as a freebie. Jinwoo's flashing back to her, you'll beg for more line chicks got confidence for days. She's like, gimme your hand, look in my eyes, step 1. Michael's watching thinking, bro's hooked playing it cool but once stage 1 hits he's hitting us up. He's betting, if he's chill he'll sign right here dude's a legend already. Jinwoo's hand starts glowing as she grabs it, green auras popping off, his eyes lighting up like he's in a shonen anime. Miss Selner's eyes flare too, aura going ham then boom, she's yeeted to some dark-ass void. A face creeps out the shadows behind her, all eerie vibes. Figures closing in, eyes blazing with this terrifying glow. Miss Selner screams, process crashes hard. Room shook, agents yank guns, pointing at Jinwoo, what you do to her fam? Mr. Connor's pissed, y'all lost your damn minds, you know who this is. Morons check on Miss Selner if you're stressing. He bows quick, my bad, Jinwoo agents tripped out. Jinwoo's still reeling, it's all good, he snaps, voice sharp but shaken. Mr. Connor's heated, stomping over to an agent. If y'all pulled this on Thomas Andre or Liu Gang, we'd all be 6 feet under right now, got it? Agent's quaking, why yeah, boss. Connor's icy, then spins to Miss Selner, yo, what went down? She's trembling, sweat dripping like she ran a marathon, face all fear vibes. He's worried, you good, you look wrecked. She's stuttering, he's a king, a powerful one. Connor's jaw drops, you saying Jinwoo's national level vibes. She shakes her head, lost for words, not ordinary, he's a king different. She's freaking, I looked at him and he stared back, infinite darkness in there. Connor. As shook as she drops, no limit to his power, no cap. Scene flips Hunter Association office, chairman goes slumped, hands over his face, vibes all despair. Can't believe we lost Min Byung Jae, he's thinking, but dude was retired, not really active. Still, calling his death a noble sacrifice breaks my heart. He knows bigger S looming, more death, more chaos, way worse than this round. Phone buzzes, report hits, B-rank gate just popped off in the highway's middle. Regular strike squad ain't cutting it, he muses, ready to ring the big guilds. Then he pauses, wait, Sung Jin-woo's new office is right there. Meanwhile, Jin-woo's cruising home after that wild upgrader meet with Norma Selner. She peeped something about me, he's thinking, but what the system? That terror in her eyes got him jittery, bet she ain't trying to link again. Traffic's a mess and he's grumbling, this why I vibe with the subway fam. Phone rings, chairman go. Yo, a gate just spawned mid-road, Go says, catching Jinwoo off guard. That's the traffic jam, he realizes. Go like, can you handle it, Mr. S? Jinwoo sus, no entry permit, cool. Go laughs, who you think runs permits, fam? Jinwoo's like, Hunter Association. Goes all, and who's this? Jinwoo grins, the chairman. Goes chill, you're good, go get it. Jinwoo's hyped, free XP, I mean thanks fam. Cut to the highway, gates popping off, crowds thick, reporters swarming. Words out, expressway's got a B-rank gate, onlookers are yelling directions, chaos everywhere. Female Hunter Association members blocking a dude, restricted, stay back. Then she clocks him, wait, you Sung Jinwoo the S-rank. Cars nearby erupt, that's S Jinwoo fam. Heads turning, phones out. Onlookers are buzzing, looks like Sung Jin-woo's taking into his own hands. The female Hunter Association chicks stammering, grilling him, yo, why you here, S-rank or not, you can't just flex past protocol. She's pressing, got an entry permit. Jin-woo's quiet for a sec and she doubles down, even with a permit you need the full squad, rules are rules. In his head he's like, bruh, I'm just doing what Chairman Go said. He whips out his phone, dials Go, yo, I'm at the gate but we got a snag. Hands it to her, take the call. She shook, who's this? Jin-woo's casual, someone you can't clap back at. Chairman Go's voice booms through, go gun, he's speaking. She's trembling, why yes sir, whatever you say, Chairman. Jin-woo's like, cool, I'm heading in, and steps toward the gate. She's secretly wishing he'd trip and eat, petty vibes on lock. He's in association crews gagging, what the gate? It's shifting colors and she yells, red gate, she's sweating, did I jinx this dude? Inside, Jin-woo's muttering, yup, red gate vibes. He's in a rainy forest standing still, scoping it out, entrance sealed shut. Gotta push forward, he thinks. His mom's words hit him, just do what makes you happy. Post-awakening, she'd said, ain't no stopping you now, S-rank duties to save folks like your dad. She spilled the tea, dad was a firefighter turned hunter, pulled people from flames, stole her heart and they locked it down. His blood in you, she'd said, can't fight that, just don't overdo it. Jin-woo's smiling, mom's cool with this hunter life sweet. He sizes up the dungeon, this ain't light work. Inside the red gate, beasts are squaring up with Jin-woo's shadow army mages yeet fire spells, torching M like a barbecue gone wild. Generals jump in, scrapping hard. Vibes shift, hunters are born to hunt fam. Magic beasts ain't the only ops, hunters gotta watch for other hunters too. Tides flip quick so top-tier cats never sleep. Tens of thousands of beasts out there and hunters ain't quitting, none of them got stop in their DNA.